We've had a problem of a defective infrastructure, put it that way, at the Magistrates Court. We are confronted now, because we are in the rainy season, with a problem of rain entering the court in such a volume that it disrupts the work of the court. Now, this problem has been highlighted recently and nothing has been done. And I say this against the backdrop that this is a problem that precedes COVID. It's very common now to blame every problem in the society and every failure and to use COVID as an excuse. We at the bar think it is a betrayal of the people of Grenada who have to access these courts, of the magistrate who, at great risk to himself and his family, goes out to that court on a daily basis to try and make sure there's an avenue for the people of Grenada to access justice, for the clerks of the court, for the lawyers who have to enter this building, for the members of the public. Literally at the first sign of rain, a torrent of water is entering that court in the vicinity of the air conditioning unit. And what that does is, as soon as this onset begins, court proceedings have to be stopped. And depending on the extent of it, sometimes court proceedings are interrupted for beyond the day of the incident. And we are calling on the authorities to do something more than paying lip service to this problem. And then, God forbid, we seem to be wanting to wait for there to be personal injury suffered by a clerk in the court, God forbid, the magistrate, him or herself, the lawyers or the public, before some urgent action is taken. We are pleading that we don't wait for that to happen before the requisite attention is paid to this issue. This is one problem. We have other problems affecting the magistrates' courts. There are public servants in this country, literally, and we're accustomed to hearing this about teachers, yes? Dipping into their pockets to help students. Well, I want to tell the public there are public servants in this country dipping into their pockets to make sure that the courts are up and running. At this time, only one court has the requisite barrier to facilitate witnesses giving their evidence, and we can't understand why it is that you can't send out two workmen to all the courts to ensure that the courts are outfitted in such a way that people can comply with the social distancing protocols and the work of the court continues. And people want to know that if they have a problem, that the court is still available to them. For all the many problems that people are confronted with, sometimes the court is the last refuge. And we have to make sure that that refuge is available. And there's no excuse for saying that we are grappling with a public health problem, that we can't fix problems that sometimes are not that insurmountable. It just means that there has to be focused attention and a reordering of the priority of those who are responsible.